All right, guys, what's up? Oh, wow. Man, had a lot to go over. It was just National was absolutely crazy this year. I couldn't believe it. It was my first one, and I really didn't know what to expect. But after watching a lot of videos, a lot of stuff, I just kind of I still wasn't even really ready for it, even though I got a good highlight of what it looked like. It was just wild. I mean, they were estimating, I believe in 1991 was the highest populated, like the most people ever at a national. I think it was like 91,000. And they were saying that they're probably around 150K, 150,000 people. I think 2 years ago. 2 years ago it was like 50,000. So yeah, it just took off this year. It was absolutely crazy. I really just walking around. The memorabilia was like out of this world. I mean, literally going from Babe Ruth's game use autograph bat to then walking over seeing his contract signed by him in the Yankees, seeing Mickey Mantle's contract as well as game use jerseys from Hank Aaron's autograph. Just crazy. Jerry Rice like Super Bowl jersey, Peyton Manning's first jersey in a Colt. It was just crazy. Really cool stuff. I absolutely recommend it. If you're on the fence about going, absolutely try to make it. It's literally like the best sports museum you can ever see. Literally just the memorabilia, like from all the big auction houses had all these items, and it was so cool to see. As well as cards were just out of this world. I mean, I was literally walking by millions of dollars in showcases. It was just crazy. This guy had, I think there's right around like 300 of Jordan 86 Fleer rookies in PSA 10, and he had 13 of them in a display case. 13, and these things were like, I want to say right around $400,000. Oh yeah, I told my brother that literally they had the letter from the attorney for Shoeless Joe Jackson about his appeal, for his court case about him getting banned from baseball forever. I mean, just stuff like that. Like, I never knew stuff like that existed, and just seeing that, it was just so cool, man. I couldn't believe it. And just even, I mean, if you're there for autos as well, it's a wild amount of crazy sports stars. Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Jason Taylor was supposed to be there. Unfortunately, he wasn't. Pete Rose, even Ric Flair was there. Some crazy, like literally every sport had a big name. It was just wild. Some really cool people, really big things. But I felt like a kid in a candy shop. I stayed there for 2 days, and I still felt like I didn't see everything I should have. Like, there's still stuff that I probably missed that I wish I didn't have. But it was really crazy to go through and just see some of the cards. I mean, I was looking at guys that had 4 cases of Kobe autos and short prints and super rare Kobe's. Almost every single one was graded, and it was just wild. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Like, you see maybe a handful at most stations, but this guy's got 4 cases, probably 400 or 500 cards full of Kobe. And it was just really cool to see. I saw dudes literally had like 15 LeBron rookie autos and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, you got your Xavier finally, Josh. That was awesome, dude. I'm glad you could help complete that set, or get closer to completing the set. But yeah, I looked for so much Xavier stuff. Obviously, his stuff is not there. Most of the stuff that people that bring are going to bring your higher end stuff. But there are a lot of people that actually brought a lot of like dollar boxes, $5 boxes, $10 boxes and stuff. And I went through pretty much about all of them I could to try to find, and I could not find anything Xavier except like, was it a blue press proof from his optic rookie year? So it's if you're looking for a low tier player, as in like the collectible, it's kind of hard to find some stuff. You'll find some rare stuff of them. But overall, like, it's mainly like a lot of your top guys and stuff. Like, obviously Tua, I was expecting to see a lot of. It actually wasn't that much. There was a lot more Burrow, a lot more Herbert. I'm guessing some people are holding on to Tua just in case everybody's got high hopes for him. And a lot of people, day one, I heard. So from day one and day two, people were picking up so many Tua cards that I was like worried that I was even going to find any. So yeah, like, I was kind of panicking. Like, I would say about my first 4 hours, I got there at like 8 a.m., sat in line for 2 hours, be like one of the first ones in. And I just walked around, literally just looking at cards, and I literally had so many of the Tuas that were there, and I was kind of like, oh man, am I actually going to be able to find anything? And and then day one, I finally found it. It was crazy. Such a big card to start day one. And then day two was even better. I couldn't believe it. Like this guy didn't have his card out. I don't know where he was. I think he showed up. The first on my day two, he showed up and had crazy cards. And I mean, if you like, I know I do a lot of breaks, but if you like breaks, man, all the big names are there doing live breaks on the spot. It's really cool. A lot of giveaways. They do a lot of stuff for kids too. Free entry for kids, and a lot of prizes, like all tops, and Panini do really cool things for kids. But it's overall just the coolest experience, and I can't wait till next year. I mean, it's not going to be in Chicago; it's going to be in Atlantic City. So more for East Coast guys. I'll definitely be driving up there. It's going to be awesome. I'm definitely not missing out. But I got one package in while I was there, so I want to open this thing up, and we'll get started kind of going through some of the cards. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and mention them, and I'll definitely highlight them. But there we go. This one, I believe this is a Waddle card. Yeah, we are definitely going next year, Josh. There ain't no way you're not going. That is the craziest show. It's literally like a museum. I mean, it is so cool. This one's nice. This is my first one from Elite. This is actually numbered, the status, numbered of 17. 6 of 17, Jalen Waddle status. Really cool card. I really like Elite. I love it when they do the update and actually put them in their NFL unis. But yeah, 6 of 7, or wait, 5 of 17. Kind of hard to tell. But really nice short print card for Waddle. I like Elite a lot. So really cool card. I was trying to get some. I was looking at getting silver packs there as well. The silver packs, they have 2 cards in it from the National, and essentially has just Panini on it, and it has some really cool cards in it. But you had to go and buy boxes of sealed product, and they would when you walk over and buy it, and they would actually rip off. They would take it over to them. You buy it, and they tear off the package, and then they give you, like, if you one of them was a Chronicles Mega Box. So if you bought a Chronicles Mega Box, you get a silver pack for free. But they would just remove the wrapper from the Mega Box, so it makes you kind of like actually have to rip the product. But you get silver packs, and that line was absolutely wild. So many people are in there because they're actually pretty expensive, but. Yeah, it was just too much that I wasn't gonna sit in line for that. There was too many things to see. But yeah, it was really crazy. A lot of cool stuff Panini did. Fanatics was there. I mean, Beckett, eBay, all the big names in card markets were there. But it was really cool. But yeah, he's in a Dolphins jersey for Panini. So it's his first actually like legit like Dolphins cards like base, other than like a couple of his autos. But really cool. And then these next two. All right, so I found 2 cards. I was going through like a $5-10 box or whatever. It was $5 box, and they had a couple $10 and like $1 like off, and off to the side there's another dollar box. But I went through and I found this card, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and get this. So normally what I like to do is, like everybody tells you, is if you go and actually try to buy a few cards off somebody, you're gonna get some crazy deals. It's harder to get that one card at a really good discount. So I mean, if you can find some cards that you really like, you can always package in some stuff and try to drop that price down, because they'll start cutting down off of like multiple cards. And definitely just kind of it's harder to do that one card. But no, the next show's in Atlantic City. So they switch it up a bit, I believe, between like Dallas. I think they were trying. I know Chicago's had it a couple of years. Atlantic City, they were supposed to have it when COVID kind of happened, but it'll be back in Atlantic City next year. So I'm really looking forward to that. But this one I couldn't believe. So this was a card I was like, I want to throw this one in to kind of just like, hey, I'm going to get 2 cards just to make sure that I got this next card for nothing. So it was a $5 box. I definitely wanted these, and this next one's cool. This is my first Bam rookie. Big Miami fan, so obviously I wanted to get at least one Bam rookie. This one next is really cool. I was actually looking for this guy just in case in like the $5 boxes, the dollar box and stuff, in case I found something. This one's cool. Logan Thomas. he was a guy that I'm literally like sneaky on because it literally like no one knows him. A lot of regular football fans really don't know him. I mean, he was a quarterback in Arizona for like 4 or 5 years, and really doesn't have too many cards, and didn't play very well as a QB when he did get the chance, and then he converted to tight end, and really cool actually to see this one. Um, couldn't believe it though, but yeah, he switched tight end, and he's actually really good now. I think he's gonna break out. But look at that, 8 of 15. Not bad for a $5 box for a Topps Chrome 8 of 15 auto. Pretty cool. And this one's actually for my brother. I got him a deal on this one. Definitely not, wasn't 40. Got it marked down to 25. Talked to a guy and just kind of, and always like if you go and talk to the guys and actually have a discussion, where not just like walk up and be like, hey, what's the price of the card? Like that card, how much? So that normally is like, they won't give you too many deals, but if you just kind of talk to them about the hobby, go over your teams and stuff, talk about players, and just go through. But you can definitely, they'll make a little wiggle room. But yeah, this is yours, Josh. 19 of 75, rookie aura from Spectra, really thick card. Yeah, not bad for $25, man. And this was actually my last purchase from the National. This one I was like on the fence about. I saw it before, and I just wanted to make one more opportunity at it before I left. But really cool card here. So I love my Prism. I love my variations, and especially the team color parallel. I got this down to a good price. Really stoked on this, man. You can get some crazy deals at shows. So this card's normally going from like 350 to 400, right around there. PSA 9, orange, number to 249 for Prism Tua, and I got him down to 250. You can find some really good deals at the shows, man, especially on cards that you just can't find on eBay for decent prices or such. They will definitely take discounts. So that's what I went there for, because I was going for more quality over quantity. I already got quite a few too, so I was looking for pieces that were on my wish list and found this one. Yeah, you're welcome, Josh. I really do like that Logan Thomas card. That thing's really cool. 8 of 15 Pulsar. It's really nice. But yeah, I was so stoked to come across this one. This was on my list of one, especially the team color. But yeah, number to 249, number 87, 249. Nice Tua orange Prism, PSA 9. So it was really cool to have this one. And then this next one, this was my day one purchase. I was so stoked about this card. I could not. Now, let me put this card up. Hide that one. So this one, I was so stoked at day one to find. I couldn't believe it. I mean, this was a big card on my list. I wanted one raw for a while. They go for about 600 to 700. Maybe actually, it's starting to go up in price. I believe they're like upwards of like 800 to 900 now for this one. But this is I was so stoked to get it off my list. This is something I've been trying to find for a good price for a while. But I love it's from Optic, and it's a big auto. I love it, man. This is the Silver Hollow Optic auto, the number 99. Say nearly a 10. It was so close with that surface, but this is a 9.5 a BGS 9.5 auto of 10. Such a sick card, man. I couldn't believe it. This has been on my list for a while, and I got this for a crazy deal. Literally the last one. So some guys will literally put these things on sale and just try to get cards moving. And I think this is the one that I found. Like he was just he had literally a sale ticket written on it. And I was like, I'm going for this card. The PSA 10 last brawl, they was one like 3 months ago for like 1,400. And then one from this month, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. PSA 10 went for $2,400. And yeah, this is the on-card auto too. This is what I love about Optic, is that on-card auto. But yeah, the PSA 10 brought like 24. The guy had a sticker on it for $1,250. I couldn't believe it, and I got him down to 11. And I absolutely hopped on board on that one. I mean, you can find some really good deals, and these things will never be leaving my PC. This is unbelievable. But yeah, 87 out of 99, Silver Hollow Optic. Dude, the card just looks so good. But yeah, this is actually my first BGS slab too. So it's really cool. I wanted to have one, just kind of see what it's like. I really do like them. But yeah, I could not believe I found this for that price, man. the Burrow, I was like comping out stuff, and literally there hasn't been a sale of a 9510, but I put it like probably I would say hope probably around like 1,800 to 2 grand would potentially bring as a PSA 10. I would say probably 1,800 safe, and then literally I checked and Joe Burrow went for 28. So literally 2,800 for Joe Burrow. So that's 1,800 would be very fair for this card. I just couldn't believe it. So like that's what I wanted to make. I wanted to make this trip wild, man. I just wanted to get that a couple cards off my list that were big because I was just going for quality, man. And this is it, man. This is one of my favorite cards. Love Optic. I love this. This is my first. I actually have another Optic auto coming in, but this is. I want to get the base Optic with it. It's such a nice card, man. Love it, and I love the BGS gold label. Some people are trying to move cards. Dad, it was just you could go from vendor to vendor. Some people had stupid prices. Like I walked by some cards that were literally double the price on eBay. Other guys were just trying to move cards that had just been sitting a while. And it's more just like I mean, some people. I mean, they only might have. I mean, they could have pulled this card for all you know, and they got it graded, and they have maybe like a few $100s in the card, and they're just looking to move. And some people are just willing to make deals. I mean, that's what it's there for. I saw so many people getting crazy deals on stuff, and I mean, it is what it is. I mean, a lot of these people don't have to sell on eBay. They don't have to deal with anything tax related. They can just put it on the show like in cash. So some people just move cards, man. If you want to get some good pickups, a really good deal, the National is the place to go. But yeah, really stole this card. But once again, doesn't matter. This is staying in my possession for a long time. This one is nuts. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I never thought when I first got back into the hobby that I would be holding this card. It is a Pop One jersey number to 5 auto to a PSA 10 too. PSA 10. That's close to my favorite. I think this next one's my favorite, Dad. I just couldn't. I mean, like the story, like I don't know, like the details behind this card are just unbelievable. You don't see. So this is from Origins. You don't see Origins PSA 10 very often. These are thicker stock. I think they're like 55, 75 point or something. I think it's 55 point if I'm not mistaken. But the corners normally kind of get dinged. The packaging isn't that great, so that you do see a lot of damage with these cards. And I couldn't believe when I came across this. I saw the sticker price. I'm like, that seems like a steal. And I worked him down too. I mean, he was just, I was with the guy, literally, he was making a huge deal. A guy came up to his booth and was about to go and try to buy his Patrick Mahomes National Treasures auto. And he was like, all right, let me take a look what you got in there and see if you want to do trades. And he pulled out a Tom Brady, like 2000 Pop 68 PSA 9 rookie card. It was just beautiful. And that card was like 10 grand is what he valued it at. And then he pulled out an immaculate Justin Herbert RPA. So he literally he went from thinking he was going to make money to he spent like 7 grand and then got those two, got the Herbert and the Brady. So he was willing to make some money to make up for what he did. But I think he definitely gave me a deal on this card, man. I couldn't believe it. This is the Origins green ink auto, 1 of 5 jersey match, just nasty green ink auto with the PSA 10. This is a Pop One card, and I highly doubt that the other 4 are gonna hit PSA 10s. It's just so hard to see with these 55 points, especially the way they're packaged. But like the silver lettering on this card is just insane. It is such a beautiful card, man. Unbelievable. 1 of 5. I couldn't believe it. He had this marked at 900, and I thought that was a deal there, and I was able to work him down to 750. I mean, I literally said, would take 750 for it? And he goes, deal. I mean, if you want to go to the National, absolutely. Like, if you're looking for big cards, this is the place to go, man. I love this card. This is so cool. No, this is actually my first PSA 10, and a surprising one at that. It's my first PSA 10. So I got my first Beckett slab, and then I get my first PSA 10 too. I got a lot of PSA 9s, but nothing PSA 10. Who knows? I could have a lot of PSA 10 in my collection, though. But yeah, such a cool card. I love the green behind it to go with kind of similar to the teal jerseys. The only thing that, like, people can knock on this card is so the Origin comes out really early before they're picking jersey numbers, and they just throw double zeros on there. So I still don't care. I mean, that's still cool to me. I love this card. 1 of 5 jersey match PSA 10 pop one. It's just unbelievable. Never thought I would be saying that I'm holding a pop one card in my hand. It's mine. And especially it's just jersey match. It's just so cool, man. Origins is a beautiful set. I love, even in the back, they do that canvas kind of like that painting design as well around the back of the card as well as all over the front. But yeah, unbelievable card. I had a blast at the National, and just like, I think this is probably like, yeah, probably a $1,500 card, maybe. Who knows? I mean, this is a pop one. If somebody wants it, they would definitely pay up for it. But once again, they're not. These two are not leaving my collection. This is stuff that's going to be sitting in my drawer for a long time. But these are my 3 big ones. I had 3 on my. I have a lot on my list, but I wasn't able to find a lot of them. But I found at least 3, and had a good budget going in, and I stuck to it. And I got some good ones, man. But yeah, I recommend you guys going to the National. I mean, this is something everybody should at least do once if you're into sports. This is just, it was a cool experience overall, literally walking around. You see all the people you see on YouTube that are big in the hobby. You can go meet them, and just, they're really, a lot of them are really good people, and they really kind of care for everybody. So it's really cool just experience to go and talk to everybody. Yeah, I didn't think Dad, same. I did not think I would be in this big, but man, I love it. It's so much fun. I always love cards. I mean, I know I went from sports card to like Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh to back into sports like years later, but it's so much fun. Just Chicago overall, just it was so nice too. I mean, it was. I met a lot of people that I'm close with Twitter. It was really cool to see the trade nights come together as well. All it takes is one guy that I follow a lot. He literally sends out a tweet, and it turns into a trade night in a hotel where we were shutting down a hotel lobby. There's about 200 people that just showed up because one person tweeted out, "We're gonna have a trade night today," and all you do is just see kids bring a lot of young kids there as well in the hobby, but a lot of younger people in the hobby, younger adults and stuff go there and actually just they're so willing to make trades or to buy cards, and that way you go into these trade nights, you can actually not only get the cards that the vendors have, but you can also kind of see what everybody's walking around with in their briefcase. So it was really cool to see that. Literally just being able to buy off the vendors as well as just seeing what everybody's got in their collection. It's so cool. I never thought I would be seeing some of the cards I did. I didn't say I couldn't make it, but there are a few people on Twitter that I talked to, I met up with. It was pretty cool. So it's just really nice to see just walking around. Everybody's so nice and just willing to kind of talk and everything. So it was really cool. But yeah, absolutely one of the most fun trips. It was just so cool. If you're into the hobby, and just like literally the sports history there is just unbelievable, especially in Chicago. I mean, they had so much Jordan stuff, so many Bull stuff. So it was really cool. And I couldn't believe walking around with Mantle and Ruth and all this other crazy stuff. It was wild. You know what, Cal Ripken's auto. We'll see if he's on the list next year. But yeah, some big cards. I'm absolutely like, if this was only what I got at the show, I'd be happy. But I'm even happier now, like being able to kind of have that experience. It was just so cool, man. The only thing I will say about Chicago that made me mad, I really wanted to try deep dish pizza, but the convention center was too big that they sold out of deep dish pizza. I called around the 2 restaurants. I actually ordered it, and then they delivered me thin crust pizza, so I didn't get to have deep dish. And then there was one little like fast foody kind of place in the airport, and it was the that has deep dish, and it was the only one that didn't have. It was the only one that was locked down and shut down early. I was like, come on. I'll have to go back to Chicago for some good deep dish pizza. But overall, it was such a cool experience. I'm definitely going to be going back, and I recommend you guys too. Just stopping on by, trying to make your way out to the National. It was a blast and really cool overall, just to kind of to see what people have, what people collect, and just kind of see. I mean, I saw so many oddball stuff, literally from presidents' autos, from Abraham Lincoln and Jefferson and Ulysses S. Grant, crazy things like I wouldn't expect to see. So it was a really cool experience, and I would recommend it. But yeah, picked some absolute monsters up, and these things are never leave my collection. It's awesome, man. But thanks for thanks for coming out. I really enjoy it, and yeah, if you have any questions or on the about it at all, just reach out to me. I'll definitely help you out and understand kind of hobby, understand the national, just how it works. But yeah, it's like 5 day convention, 5 or 6 day convention. It literally like shut down the city. It was so cool. There's so many people there. But thanks again for coming out, guys. I really do appreciate it. And until next time.